Welcome to Current Chatter, the place where we dive into the latest news and happenings going on around the world. Join mother and son duo Kota and Losa as they engage in lively debates over current affairs and anything else that sparks a discussion. With diverse perspectives and a bit of fun, you never know what topics will come up next. Tune in every Friday afternoon for your weekly dose of Current Chatter.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday afternoon, and you know what that means? It's time for Current Chatter with Kota and Losa. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. How you doing today, Kota?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Mama?
I'm awesome. I got a job, and I start next week, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about it. I'll be working for a company called Losa and Kota. They're a catalog company, so I'll be doing customer service for them. So I'm literally looking forward to it.
Nice. I'm glad you made a decision. Were you able to get a hold of the other company and tell them?
Yes. And you were a big decipher in that because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And you said, well, flip a coin and that'll teach you what you want to do. Because of whether I felt bad about it or good about it. So that helped a lot. That made me realize what I really wanted.
It really does. And it's kind of weird that it does that, you know? Like, you just wouldn't think about it that way.
My biggest problem was that you wanted me to flip a coin and I didn't have any coins with me. I'm like, I got no change.
I had change in my desk. Somehow
it all worked out.
I wanted to start the show off, too, by just sending our condolences out for the family that tragically passed away on the Hudson River on Thursday. Everybody here at Current Chatter, our friends and family, our hearts go out to that family that just wanted to go see. I think they were just trying to get a better view of New York. We're not 100% sure on what the flight was for or what caused the crash, but ultimately 3 children and 3 adults tragically lost their lives in that crash, and it just is our hearts go out for everybody that...
Hearts go out to everybody that is involved with that, because it's awful. It's awful. Well, what do you have in store for us this week, Kota?
So you and Dad like KFC, right?
Yeah.
You would say you guys are big fans of KFC, big buyers?
More Dad than
KFC's
me, but
good.
yes. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is this going to never make me want to eat KFC again?
No,
oh,
but
no.
I think you ought to get it as a gag gift for Dad. So, as of the 9th, KFC introduces fried chicken flavored toothpaste, and it's selling out.
Ooh, ew, that's nasty.
Fried chicken isn't just food anymore, it's also a paste. KFC recently introduced a fried chicken flavored toothpaste. The flavors are inspired by all of KFC's 11 herbs and spices, according to a news release.
That sounds horrible. Horrible, Kota.
The toothpaste is irresistible, coating your teeth in flavor before leaving your mouth, feeling fresh and clean.
That makes me want to feel nauseated.
It's like biting into a juicy piece of KFC original recipe chicken.
And where do you get this toothpaste from?
Fuck if I know. This collab is bold, unexpected, and seriously fun. Apparently, finger-licking good toothpaste was $13 on his Smile website.
His Smile.
Yeah.
Well, let's look that up then.
Well, sold out as of Tuesday morning, so they're sold out. You can't get it right now.
That's nasty. Even as a joke, it's nasty.
It is fluoride free.
Well, fluoride is they're saying right now that some of fluoride is the reason why we have some of the neurodivergent, so many more people with neurodivergency.
That's fucking stupid. You don't believe that, do you? You don't believe that, do you?
I believe it could happen.
You really think that toothpaste is the cause to people being neurodivergent?
Fluoride.
Truly and honestly, you believe that fluoride has something to do with people being neurodivergent? Are you serious?
And God, just listen. They're neurodivergent. That accounts for the people that are being diagnosed with neurodivergency and that are being diagnosed with other diseases and early onset stuff like diabetes and stuff is from they think it could have something to do with it. I heard that the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, talk about it today, and by September we'll know. Don't laugh. Don't.
You really
Kota.
like
Kota, don't laugh. That is news.
According to
you
who? Truly like okay. My God, do you really think? You're not part of the people that think that the shots you get as a kid, the immunizations? You don't think that that gives kids autism too, do you?
No, I don't. I don't personally believe that. I know that a lot of people, and they've disproven it. So, no.
You know why they disproved it? Because people are just born neurodivergent, just like people are born gay.
I don't know, Kota. There's some for the autism stuff. Like if a child is born with no signs of autism or neurodivergency, and then after they get their shots, they start having symptoms of that, don't you think that should be looked into further instead of laughed at and pushed aside?
No, I don't. Not at all. I think the spectrum for neurodivergency is so broad that's hard to pin down, but it's not the fluoride in your fucking toothpaste.
Well, they're just saying that the fluoride it's not as good for you as they originally thought it was going to be. And here in Utah is one of the first states that has said we'll stop putting fluoride in the water because of some of the health risks with fluoride in the water issues. Yeah. And that comes straight from Robert Kennedy. And I know that you don't like him, but
I have no issues with. I don't know jack shit about the man, but if he truly believes that's just fucking outrageous to me.
Well, he's the Secretary of the Human and Health Services.
Okay.
Don't even go there. Come on.
Come on what? I don't believe that fluoride has anything to do with autism. I don't. I will happily admit that I'm wrong if we're able to scientifically prove that is a cause of it. I will happily say I am wrong. I am humble enough to say when I'm wrong about something, but no, I don't believe fluoride is the leading cause or a cause.
I don't think it's a leading cause either.
Or it may be a cause. But some people with autism are so high functioning they never ever know they have autism.
I think there's more people who are neurodivergent that don't know that they are than who know that they're neurodivergent and don't you know.
Tristan, he has family that is neurodivergent, and he said the best thing. He says they're just my extra chromey homies, and I thought that was the best statement ever. I want to become friends with someone who is on the spectrum like that, just so I can say I have an extra chromey homie. All right, what you got, Mama? Wait, did you see the toothpaste? Were you able to find it?
I didn't. I was gonna find. What was it under again?
It's like website? His smile. It's H as in hotel, I as in indigo. Does that start with an I? Does indigo start with an I?
His smile official site. His smile teeth. All right. Flavored toothpaste. Pine lime is here. Oh my gosh, Dakota, they have a whole oh my gosh. If you are out there, go to us.hissmileteeth.com because they have all sorts of different kinds of toothpastes, Dakota.
Do they?
Yeah, like pine lime, which I'm sure is just pine and lemon. Let's see what else they have.
Lemon is not lime, though.
Blue raspberry toothpaste. Oh my goodness.
What about the KFC? That's what I'm here for, is the KFC.
My gosh. Sweet apple? Are you sure you don't want sweet apple?
I am 100% positive I do not want sweet apple.
$13 for the KFC. Ugh. And it even has a picture of the drumsticks. Blech. All sold out, though. Can you believe that? Finger looking good. We've made your wildest dreams or weirdest cravings come true with our KFC fried chicken toothpaste. Inspired by KFC's legendary 11 herbs and spices, this toothpaste is like biting into a crispy, hot, juicy piece of KFC original recipe chicken. Bring the unmistakable crispy, golden perfection straight to your toothbrush for a full flavor takeover.
That wild?
That can't be good. That can't be good for you.
What do you think Pops would do if you got him that? Do you think he'd try it?
Of course he would, because I love your dad, but he's cheap. And he's like, you spent money on this, I'm going to use it. Even if it was terrible. Poor guy. Chupa Chups. I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Toothpaste. But Chupa Cola toothpaste. Yeah, this is a rabbit hole I don't think I need to fall into. Cotton candy.
A lot of people have reservations about mint. Isn't that what toothpaste is? It's just regular ass mint.
Mm-hmm.
So they buy different flavored toothpaste. I've always been a fan of the mint.
Me too. But yeah, they have all sorts of different colors of toothpaste. They have what is that? What's the energy drink?
Which one? There's so many. I'm not an energy drink guy.
The one that has a silver can with blue stuff and red writing on it.
Red Bull?
Red Bull. That's it. They have a Red Bull flavor one. And they just call it energy drink flavored. The banana flavored toothpaste. Ugh. This is giving me a tummy ache. Tiramisu.
That sounds like it'd give you cavities.
Yeah, it's cake. Has walnuts in it. I can't eat it.
Mm-mm.
So that is crazy. Yeah. They have KFC. Let's see. What other ones do they have? Simpson toothpaste.
Simpson
toothpaste. Ay caramba, journey to Springfield with a purple squishy toothpaste, as if you grabbed it straight from the Quickie Mart counter. Brush morning, night with a delicious squishy delight, and you'll be shouting, I didn't do it, before it's all gone.
What the fuck?
That is this is the wildest thing. Sold out. But, oh my goodness. The churro flavored ones.
That all sounds really bad for you.
It really does. Like, why would you, get a soda flavored toothpaste? I don't understand that. I don't understand the KFC thing either.
Beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm all right. Let's move on, because this is.
Oh, you can build your flavor bundle. You gotta admit, the KFC toothbrush is kind of cool.
I didn't see the KFC toothbrush.
It just says KFC with the kernel on it.
Okay. Yeah, Dad would use it because he wouldn't want to waste it. Well, last week we did a review on Adolescent, and this week I saw that there might be doing an Adolescent 2, which will just continue with the story.
Really? Is it because it had such good ratings?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice.
So that'll be interesting to watch when it comes out.
Yeah, because they didn't really end the story, did they? They kind of just let it be.
Yeah, they kind of just left you hanging over there.
I wonder if they'll do the trial. You know what I mean? Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, they really are. And that young actor and the dad are, I think, going to be really important in there. So, I don't know if you've been watching or if you have do you have 401k through your job?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Wall Street is tanking due to the tariffs that are being assigned in countries. What do you think about that?
I know your man put a pause on him because of the crashing of the market.
90 days. Yep. And then as soon as he did that, everything shot back up.
So do you think it's just going to be this rise and fall of shit?
I think it's going to be for a couple months. And here's why I think that is, because everything is just in flux right now with the new president and him coming in and making all these changes, that I just think that it's going to take some time for everything to smooth out.
But you think these tariffs are going to work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do. You can check with me again in September and we'll see where we're at.
Okay. Is that 90 days from now? Is September? No, that's not right.
That's like 6 months. September. Let's see. Today is April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 5 months from now.
No, I think it's only 3 months, Mama. 90 days? There's 30 days in a month? 90 divided by 3? Or 90
What are you talking about? Crazy? So it's April now. So we've got May, June, July, August, September.
Okay, but there's 30 days in a month. So you have 30, 60, 90.
Right?
That's
what
3 months.
About?
That's 3 months. 90 days is 3 months.
Right, I know that.
But you're saying 5 months.
To follow up with me?
Oh, so you're saying you want to follow up after a couple of months after the 90 days. Oh, I thought you were saying that 90 days is 5 months. And I was like, no, that math doesn't math. I was like, what the fuck?
You don't know what she's talking about. Check it back in September, October-ish. I'm sure we'll talk about it between now and then. I mean, it's current chatter for a reason. You know what I mean? If the
for
stock
sure.
market tanks again, it's going to be something we're going to talk about.
My problem is I don't know shit about the stock market because I've never, like, looked into it. I've always been too afraid to, like, put any money into the stock market, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have money from my 401k, and I did lose a couple $1,000s.
I don't think I've ever looked at my 401k. I put in the max amount that my job will let me, and that's the last time I ever looked at it.
It's a good idea, like, to just leave it and let it accrue. It's a good idea. Yeah. So you probably lost some money the last week, I would assume, just because that's what is happening to everybody.
Yeah, and I can't even look or think about pulling from my 401k till I've been at my job for 7 years, and I'm only 3 next month.
Wow. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, so I've got authorities say a babysitter checked under the mattress for monsters and found someone.
I would die. I would die. I would die from a heart attack.
You would just be
like,
you would just
explain it again. Yeah, I would drop dead right there.
Well, when you guys did have that earthquake, didn't you just run around the house screaming earthquake?
Yes.
And you'd learned in school to hide under tables or get in a door frame, and you did none of that?
Stand in a doorway, and your dad came home, and every time we had a aftershock, he was like, come here, and I'm like, he's like, you can't just stand there and scream. We're having another aftershock. I'm like, oh, yes, I can.
Was that was that pretty terrifying? Was it like...
The earthquake?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was terrifying.
And that was the
like,
earthquake that they've been all preparing Utah for years, right? Forever.
Right. Yeah, it was a 6.7, I think, is what it was. I forget. Anyway, the thing that scared me was the noise, because it sounded like it was coming from deep in the earth, like this rumbling. And then the house would start swaying. And when you're standing still and the house is moving, you're like, this shit is wrong.
It didn't fuck with your what is the equilibrium?
No, it didn't. It scared me. It scared me too bad. It was first thing in the morning, and it was like, it woke me up, man.
Yeah, I remember being at work because I was working nights doing security, and I was still awake here in Denver when I got the alert on my phone that the earthquake happened. And I think I just tried to call everybody I could to see if they were okay, you know what I mean? Because, like,
yeah,
for anybody who's lived in Utah, like, that was the one thing they always prepared us for was the earthquake. It was supposed to, like, basically level out the valley, you know?
Right.
And everybody got prepared for it, so... Yeah.
And then it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah,
like, it was a bad earthquake, but it wasn't as bad as, like, people were saying it was gonna be, so...
Yeah, I think Tooele got the worst of it, right?
No, Magna.
Oh, Magna did.
Because Magna's between here and Tooele, so...
Yeah. All right. This article goes on to say, and this is from NPR.org,
okay.
The myth of the boogeyman hiding under the bed came true for one Kansas family this week after a child's complaint led to a man's arrest. The sheriff's office said in a statement that it responded to reports of a disturbance at a house outside of the city of Great Bend on Monday. An unnamed babysitter told authorities that she was getting the kids ready for bed when one complained about a monster under their bed. Her efforts to reassure them otherwise didn't go quite as planned. When the victim attempted to show the children there was nothing under the bed, she came face to face with a male suspect who was hiding under there. The sheriff's office statement.
I would pee my pants. That's the first thing I would do.
An altercation ensued with the babysitter, and one child was knocked over in the struggle. The suspect is a 27-year-old male who once lived at the residence, the statement says, but who was under a protection of abuse order that required him to stay away from the property. NPR did not publish his name because whether he has been charged in connection with the incident is unclear. Online Court records by CNN and Kate News show he posted bond about 10 days earlier after being charged with criminal threat, domestic battery, violence, violating a protection form abuse order related to incidents in January and February. The statement says the suspect fled the scene before deputies arrived on Monday night, but was spotted in the area after a short foot pursuit, taken into custody the next morning. His arrest on charges of aggravated kidnapping, aggravated burglary, child endangerment, felony obstruction of a law enforcement officer, violation of a protection form abuse order, the statement says. The bond is now set at $500,000. It's unclear whether or not he has retained a lawyer.
That is crazy. Wouldn't you just, first of all, what a nutcase. He's a nutcase.
I think he's to be. Yeah. He probably needs some help. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a little bit of a nutcase. I would lose my mind. Like, I don't even know what I'd do. There isn't anybody under there. See?
And then you see, and then there's someone under there. Yeah, you'd shit your pants, right?
I would just lose it.
Who shit my pants? I have no idea what I would do. It'd be too much for sure.
Wouldn't it though? Like, it would scare me to death. It's too much. Okay, so guess what, everyone? Today is our 10th episode of Current Chatter. So for all our chatterheads out there, we're doing a sweet giveaway for a $50 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is you have to leave a comment and review our podcast and let us know what you think. And then we will choose a winner next Friday.
And if you want extra points, leave a comment saying, "Hell yeah, I suck toes." The way that the program works that we're going to be using, it is going to filter out people that put in more than once, because I have several different emails and I could go in and put in 3 or 4 different comments saying I'm such and such person, but it's not going to work. You will be completely disqualified from the
giveaway.
Giveaway, yeah. So make sure you comment, you have to review, and you will be in the running for that $50 gift card from me and Mama. We might even send you a little love note. Who knows? Probably not.
Just remember, it's follow, share, review, and boom, you're in the running for a cool gift card.
Hell yeah. Okay, Mama, you got anything else you want to say before we close this out?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, guys, we're going to close it out as we always do. Make sure you drink your water and talk to your therapist. We will see you next time.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye. Says, hell yeah, I suck toes.
Why?